Hello students. Today in gravitation we are going to cover two important concepts. One is the buoyancy and the second is the Archimedes principle. Okay, so these are the two topics that we are going to discuss today. But before starting that, I would like to revise certain things about density. So what is density? Do you remember this concept? We had discussed about this topic in the last session also. Density is nothing but mass per unit volume. So density, if I want to state it in mathematical way, then density is equal to mass upon volume. Okay, so mass, as you know, it is an intrinsic property of that particular matter. Density depends upon both mass as well as volume. Now let us try to understand this particular relation. If I keep the mass of the object same, अगर मैं object का mass same रखूं, then density will be inversely proportional to volume. It means that if I increase the volume keeping the mass same, then density is going to decrease. Why? Because it is inversely proportional. ये हमने निचली कक्षाओं में सीखा था, वेरिएशन मैथमेटिक्स में सीखा है, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल और इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल. ठीक है, तो वो वेरिएशन जो हमने निचली कक्षाओं में सीखा था मैथ्स में, वो फिजिक्स में यूज हो रहा है. ठीक है, तो मैथ्स फिजिक्स के लिए एक टूल है, एक औजार है. ठीक है, सो डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू मास अपॉन वॉल्यूम. सो इफ आई कीप द मास सेम, देन डेंसिटी इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वॉल्यूम. इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल मतलब क्या, कि अगर मैं वॉल्यूम बढ़ाऊं तो डेंसिटी कम होते जाएगा, एंड वाइस वर्सा ऑल्सो. इफ आई डिक्रीज द वॉल्यूम, मैं अगर वॉल्यूम कम करते जाऊं, देन डेंसिटी इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. द रीजन इज दे आर इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू ईच अदर. द सेम थिंग आई कैन से अबाउट मास ऑल्सो, बट हियर देयर इज अ डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन. डायरेक्ट वेरिएशन मतलब क्या, अगर मैं वॉल्यूम सेम रखूं, उस ऑब्जेक्ट का अगर मास बढ़ाते जाऊं तो डेंसिटी भी बढ़ेगी, क्योंकि वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है. इट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल. इफ आई डिक्रीज द मास then density is also going to decrease. Okay, the one example we can discuss. Suppose there is a container filled with water, and you have two objects. One is the cork and another is the nail. Okay, now if I put the nail in the water, what will happen? क्या होगा? Nail sink हो जाएगा. The nail will sink below. Okay, so this will sink here. And what will happen to the cork? Though it is of same mass, समझो ये दोनों same mass के, ठीक है, दोनों भी 10-10 ग्राम के है समझो. ठीक है, both are of 10 grams. This also and this also. दोनों का मास सेम है. ठीक है, नाउ इफ आई पुट द कॉर्क ओवर हियर, ओके, विल इट सिंक और विल इट फ्लोट? द आंसर इज ऑब्वियसली इट विल फ्लोट. तो ऐसा क्यों है? कॉर्क फ्लोट हो रहा है, नेल बेचारा नीचे गया, बराबर. तो ये तो अन्याय है नेल पर. मेरा मास से मैं फिर भी मुझे नीचे ढकेला, ऐसा बोलेगा नेल, बराबर है ना. क्या हुआ, क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों में? दो देयर मास इज सेम, but still nail sank, whereas the cork is still floating. Why? Because the density of the nail is more than that of the cork. See, you have to understand here that nail is made out of which material? It is made out of metal. Okay, most of the time it is iron. तो iron के जो molecules होते हैं, they are very close to each other, and so there is no or very less empty space in between the nail मॉलिक्यूल. आयन के अगर है तो फेरस के जो मॉलिक्यूल होते हैं वो काफी एक दूसरे के नजदीक होते हैं, तो एम्प्टी स्पेस बहुत ही कम होता है कंपेयर टू द कॉर्क. कॉर्क इज मेड आउट ऑफ से वुड से अगर बना है कॉर्क, तो वुड किस मटेरियल से बना होता है? सेल्यूलोज. तो सेल्यूलोज के जो मॉलिक्यूल होते हैं उसके बीच में बहुत सारा एम्प्टी स्पेस होता है. इवन इफ यू टेक अ क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ द कॉर्क, यू विल फाइंड दैट देयर इज लॉट ऑफ पोर्स इनसाइड इट. छोटे छोटे बीच में पोर्स होते हैं. So there is a lot of empty space in between, and that's why the density of cork is less, and that's why it floats. Okay, so today we will, while studying about buoyancy and Archimedes principle, we will study about density also, because this will be helpful for us. Okay, so let us start with the presentation part. So today we are going to learn about two topics, buoyancy and Archimedes principle, from the chapter gravitation. So this is the eighth and the final part of the lesson. Talking about buoyancy, the upward force exerted by water on an object is known as the upthrust or buoyant force. Okay, the most commonly used term is the buoyant force. In fact, all the object experiences a force of buoyancy when they are immersed in fluid. तो कोई भी object हो, if you are immersing it in fluid, okay, then all these objects will experience this force, which is called as upthrust or buoyant force. The magnitude of this buoyant force depends upon the density of the fluid. Remember, it is density. Okay, the buoyant force का जो magnitude है वो density पर depend करता है. Now the question arises, why do objects float or sink when they are placed on the surface of water? तो अभी मैंने आपको दिखाया था, वो एक एग्जाम्पल हमने लिया था कॉर्क और नेल का, वही हम फिर से एक बार डिस्कस करते हैं. Let us do a small activity to arrive at the answer of this question. What you have to do, you have to take a beaker filled with water, take an iron nail and place it on the surface of water. What do you think? What will happen? Obviously, it will sink, right? The nail sinks. The force due to the gravitational attraction of the earth on the iron nail pulls it downward. तो ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स जो है अर्थ का वो उसे नीचे लेता है, इट अट्रैक्ट्स इट. नाउ रिमेंबर दैट देयर इज एन अपथ्रस्ट ऑफ वाटर. अब फोर्स का जो इफेक्ट है वाटर के फोर्स का, दैट इज देयर बट इट इज लेस compared to the gravitational force. But the downward force acting on the nail is greater than the upward force. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, तो gravitational force अगर उसका पगड़ा भारी है, if it is more than the upthrust of water, then obviously the object will sink. This is that example which I was talking about. Here there is a cork and here there is a nail. What will happen? Nail will sink, whereas cork will float. The cork floats while the nail sinks. This happens because of the difference in their density. उनकी density में difference है. Though their mass might be same, but the densities are different. The density of the substance is different as the mass per unit volume. The density of cork is less than the density of water. तो cork का जो density है वो कम है compared to water. This means the upthrust force on the cork is more than the weight of the cork. तो cork के weight से पानी का जो upthrust force है वो ज़्यादा है. तो पानी का upthrust, water का upthrust force अगर ज़्यादा रहेगा, then obviously the cork will float. Okay, and this is the reason why cork floats while the nail sinks. Density of the nail is more than the density of water. This means that the upthrust of water on the nail is less than the weight of the nail. तो nail का जो weight है, I'm not talking about mass, I'm talking about weight. Weight is mass times gravity. तो वो ज़्यादा है, and that's why nail sinks. Okay, to generalize this, अगर मैं general way में कहूँ, the objects of density less than the density of the liquid floats on the liquid, while if the object's density is greater, then that object will sink in the liquid. I hope you understood this. So this is a eureka moment. Now I will take some time to give you an idea, a story behind this Archimedes eureka moment. Students, Archimedes was a Greek scientist. He discovered the principle subsequently named after him. After noticing that the water in the bathtub overflowed when he stepped into it, he ran through the streets shouting, Eureka, Eureka, which means I have got it. This knowledge helped him to determine the purity of gold in the crown made for the king. His work in the field of geometry and mechanics made him famous. His understanding of levers, pulleys, wheels and axle helped the Greek army in its war with Roman army. Well, now that we know how Archimedes came up with this principle, let us see the actual statement. The Archimedes principle is stated as follows. When a body is immersed fully or partially in a fluid, it experiences an upward force that is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by it. मतलब जब हम कोई ऑब्जेक्ट पानी में या किसी फ्लूइड में इमर्स करते हैं तो उस पर जो अपवर्ड फोर्स होता है दैट इज इक्वल टू द वेट ऑफ द फ्लूइड डिस्प्लेस्ड बाय इट. There are many applications of Archimedes principle. We use it for designing ships and submarines. We also use it to make lactometers, which is used to determine purity of the milk. Hydrometers में भी use होता है. In hydrometers, we use it for determining the density of the liquids. तो इस तरह से हम hydrometers में भी Archimedes principle use कर सकते हैं. Though these things are different, lactometers, hydrometers, submarines, ships, ये सब अलग अलग चीज़ें हैं, but still the principle behind them is Archimedes principle. Well, that was all for today. Now I am going to give you some questions that you can try out at home. The first question is, why is it difficult to hold a school bag having a strap made of thin and strong string? Why it is difficult to hold such bag? Second question, what do you mean by buoyancy? I repeat, what do you mean by buoyancy? Third question, why does an object float or sink when placed on the surface of water? When it is placed on surface of water, why does it float or sink? And last but not the least, the question is, state Archimedes principle. You have to write the statement of Archimedes principle. Okay, students? So students, I hope you understood this particular session, the topics that we discussed. Okay, but if you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask. You can put your comment in comment box. You can put your queries over there and you can ask me questions in this way. Okay, I will try to answer them. And yes, that was the end of the chapter. In the next session, we will be starting with the new topic. So until then, take care. Bye bye.